Welcomed by the lights of this town, you hear the footsteps and chatter of those in it. A club employee trying to pull in business in the rain. Some drunks trying to get lucky with two schoolgirls in front of them. It's anything but quiet. But despite that, something manages to cut through all the noise. A thug shaking down a civilian for the money he owes. In just these few moments, you're shown that this town is a living definition of duality. It houses both darkness and light, and revels in it. The rain rages on. Thunder shouts as you're presented with a chair in an office. A lone man stands in front of a body on the floor. The camera pans down slowly as a thunder flashes onto him to reveal the gun in his hand. Another flash is used to show the body further. He turns his head to the ground and picks up the ring on the floor. It's engraved with the name Yumi. The police burst through the door. The man turns to fully reveal his face to them and to you. He's unfazed, and it's with this the legend of the Dragon of Dojima begins. So for those that didn't know, Yakuza Kiwami is a complete remake of the first Yakuza game to grace Western audiences back in 2006. This was my introduction into the series, and that's where the love I have for the franchise began. From its creepy setting, well-written characters, and fun gameplay, the original on PS2 left me in awe as a kid. so when it was announced that we were getting a complete remake of it with added content, I was beyond excited. Having played and beaten the original along with Kiwami, how does it stack up? Well, let's start at the meat of these games and look at the story. To avoid spoilers, I'll just give a quick overview and talk about the added scenes. Our story begins the day before the murder and the intro took place, where our protagonist Kiryu Kazuma is on a collections run with his lower ranked friend Shinji Tanaka. They're in the Yakuza, by the way, if you didn't notice. After giving brain damage to everyone in there, you collect half of the money owed and make your way to a bar named Serena. There we meet antagonist Nishiki, pretty girl Reina, and Kiryu's girlfriend's ex crush, childhood love. Yumi. So Reina reminds Kiryu that Yumi's birthday is coming up. Kiryu, having forgot about it, receives help from Reina and sets out to get Yumi a ring as a present. Kiryu then proceeds to purchase the ring and engrave Yumi's name on it. After buying the ring and leaving the store, on the way back a man bumps into him and then runs away. Kiryu then notices that he stole the ring from him in that instant. He then chases the thief down. After finding him and being told that he's an heir to a lost art of assassination of all things, Kiryu then proceeds to one-shot him. With the fight ending in Kiryu's favor, the thief then tells Kiryu that he sold the ring to buy lottery tickets. So Kiryu dashes to the pawn shop to buy it back. Of course, the employee doesn't believe him and doesn't give it back. With no money in his pockets, Kiryu desperately searches for anyone in the family to help him purchase it back. We would have ran into Shinji and he would have spotted us the money, but my PS4 decided not to record, so enjoy this 100% accurate recreation of the scene. Shinji. Oh? Boss? What's up? Shinji, I need money. Oh, you going to a soul plan too, huh?
Just give me the money.
Okay, boss. I'll go and soul plan too.
I could do it, my dick suck.
After getting the money needed, Kiryu returns and sees that the ring is gone. The employee has a change of heart, seeing how badly Kiryu wanted the ring and believes him, and gives it back to him free of charge. And cause he doesn't want to go to jail, I'm on to you. And with the ring back in his possession, Kiryu makes it back to Serena. This section wasn't in the original game, but I love it for two reasons. It sets the tone that the player would expect the more they play with outlandish and ridiculous dialogue and instances, as well as displays the real and gritty nature of Kamurocho, like getting robbed but the robber is an heir to a lost art of assassination, etc. And it shows you that Kiryu is just a normal person like the rest of us, and has moments of vulnerability and weakness, no matter how much of a strong badass he may be. With added scenes like these, it helps to flesh out characters even further, giving long-time fans and newcomers a more complete experience. Now with that, let's move on to the heart and soul of any game, of course, is its gameplay. I'll come straight out and say that Kiwami's gameplay is light years above the originals. While the originals was fun, it was also pretty stiff and lacked any of the further depth later games added to its combat. We still had the tiger drop, so it wasn't all that bad. On top of Kiryu's original fighting style, Dragon and Dojima, Kiwami adds the Brawler, Rush, and Beast styles from Yakuza 0. Excellent game and prequel, by the way. Buy it before playing Kiwami or after, just get it, you're missing out on so. Kiryu has never been more versatile. Brawler being his unrefined street fighting style, it's perfect for most fights, with Rush being a softer hitting but faster style coupled together with its evasive prowess with its dodges and weaves, and Beast being a slower but your go-to for crowd control. This monstrous style uses Kiryu's strength as he picks up most weapons automatically and with ease. It can lead to devastating damage. So on your first playthrough, you'll be switching them on the fly to fit the situation. Notice the blue and red bar at the top of the screen? That's called heat, and with it you perform heat actions or use it to do certain moves. The red part of said bar is called climax or red heat. It's been part of Kiryu's arsenal since 3, where it buffs the damage of heat actions, and in Kiwami makes certain heat actions only activate in this state. I wasn't too fond of this idea since it was absent in 0. It felt like it was unnecessary, until I thought about it more and started to appreciate it. Most players don't think about saving heat for certain situations and end up emptying the bar as soon as it fills up. Yes, this could be remedied very easily by attacking or using items, but what if you're surrounded by a huge number of enemies on low health and the boss has a knife? And this is the reason for climax heat's reintroduction. It adds a layer of strategy to the gameplay. Do I use it now on this one thug? Or do I save it for a boss with loads of health that this would come in handy for? The combat mechanics are very simple, but with additions like these bundled with the other styles' various counters and moves, the gameplay has some fun depth that you'll have to find out by yourself. So, in regards to difficulty, I'd have to say that Kiwami is a dark soul, but seriously, the fights can get very tense sometimes due to the beefed up AI, even on normal. Bosses and big enemies are nothing to laugh at, so if you love a challenge, give hard a shot on your first playthrough. Another thing that I love about the difficulty is how it perfectly blends together with the story. As you can remember from the intro, Kiryu was in front of a dead body with a gun in his hand. Because of this, he was sent to prison for 10 years, and he was the model prisoner for that time. So after being released, it would make sense that he's a shell of his former self and gotta whip himself back to Dragon of Dojima status. Started from scratch back to the top is really rewarding. From getting your ass kicked by 3 enemies to being a non-killing version of Kenshiro. See what I did there? Sega, you better bring this to the West, I swear to God! Getting distracted aside, I have a few issues with the way the developers went about bringing Kiryu back to his former glory. Enter Majima, and we'll be seeing him everywhere. Yay.
堂島の竜桐生一馬ちゃんや
お久しぶりです真島の兄さん
このアホどないしようか
すんませんまさか桐生さんと
いやいいんだ
甘いな桐生ちゃん甘々やけじめはしっかりつけんとまだまだ行くではあ何や
その辺で
お前のためにやっとんのやろが
もう十分ですから
行くで
へい
はい覚えておきますでも
ああでもなんや
俺は俺のやり方でやらせてもらいます
どんなやり方でやるっちゅんや
俺はちゃんと筋が通ったやり方を貫きます
なんや踊れは俺に喧嘩売っとんのかやろいっちやっとるか
いいえ兄さんとここで喧嘩をする理由はありません筋が通らね
えよっしゃこれで俺と喧嘩する理由はできたな
俺が兄さんをムカつかせたんなら謝ります
なんやと根性あんねやったら殴り返してくんけ
これで気は済みましたか
その強がりどこまで続くかのアホくさ筋通すなんぞ言うて無理しとるだけやないか痩せ我慢っちゅうやつや世の中筋の通らんことばっかりやそんな意地張っとったら体が持たんで
どう取ってもらっても構いませんですが俺は自分の考えを変えるつもりはありません
何があってもか
え
ふんわかったわほなお前のその覚悟見届けさせてもらうで四六時中ずーっとな
何
でももし筋が通っとったら俺との喧嘩買うてくれるか
その時になってみないと
よっしゃほなどないしてお前をマジにしたるか早速作戦会議せな 行くでお前ら。
へい。
ほなまたなキルちゃん。楽しみにしとってや。ワクワクするで。久しぶりやの。キルちゃん。わしゃ嬉しゅうてたまらんのや。堂島の竜と直接やり合える。本物の命張った喧嘩ができる。なあ、キルちゃんならわかるやろなあ。おぎ笑いどころやないか。笑いやこれボケ。
やめろ。
ああ言うたやろキルちゃん。わしゃお前と勝負できりゃそれでええんじゃ。
本気で言ってるのか。
本気も本気大マジやなあ。もうこれ以上じらすなやキルちゃん。
行くで。勝負や。
I'll be quick with this. Let me put in my 2 cents.
Well, shit.
Why did you cheapen such a good and fun character with his dumb system that makes him look like a joke? Why change the canon in the game by making me fight him 48 times plus like 40 other times to get the rank up on all this dumb stuff? I don't want to spend too much time on this, otherwise we'd be here a whole day. I'll just say this. The Majima Everywhere system logically makes sense. The problem is that it's Majima, because story-wise it has no place being here. If it was anyone that's supposed to be training Kiryu and getting stronger, it would be So Taro Tiger Drop Dama Tumbler Parry Cat Feet Komaki. It lessens the impact and importance of fighting him in the story. Instead of being like, you gotta fight him again? Holy shit! It's more like, oh, it's Majima. Again. They just made Majima into a clown with some of the instances you gotta go through to fight him. This once crazy yet interesting character is nothing more than a joke and it's sad to see. The first time it can be pretty fun, but after that the charm wears off. In Kiwami 2, they better not cheapen his character any further. And that's all I have to say on this subject. Next! It's pretty good, but remixed funk goes on. Sucks. So, in conclusion, I love Kiwami for the retelling of the original story with more added to it, its revamped combat system and climax seat, the difficulty and how it blends together with the story, and because it's Yakuza. And because it's Yakuza. And because it's Yakuza. And because it's Yakuza. So if it's your first time hearing about the series, I hope I made you interested in it and that you'll give it a try. Viewer. If you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe. And if you subscribe, viewer, click the bell icon to be notified when I upload again. Please.
I could do it, my dick suck.